Hello YouTubers, Joe Kersey here. It's about noon on the 18th of October 2015, St. Luke's Day. St. Luke's the Evangelist Day. And I thought I'd kind of walk down here and show you some of the stuff on the edge of the, out on this dirt platform they've made, and let's see what we can see. I went to 8 o'clock church this morning, and in contrast to last Sunday where we had 11 people total in the sanctuary, we actually had around 23, 25 today, which is actually sort of a more in line with your standard fall, winter, spring attendance at that service. The heat in the church was not on. It was 28 degrees this morning outside, and I'm sure it was around it had to be maybe 58, 60 in the church. Well, let's see here. I'll show you what we can see here. We're down here now on the bridge here. I'll show you the full effect here okay, let's see here. All right. Here is the edge of the dirt mound here by the creek. There's their mound on the other side. They've got some equipment over there still, and they've got a piece of equipment in my yard still. Let's be careful here, Jeff. There's some rocks. I assume they're going to use those for something a little later. See, there's still a bit of edge of the native bank left there. There's my little ditch that they're talking about. I think that's somewhere along the line. That's going to be sort of where the new ditch is, where that water is. Something like that. There's the new electrical pole. Here's my sycamore that you've heard me bang on about for so long. Actually, when you see where it's placed in relation to this other pole, they may not have to do much more trimming on that tree, because it kind of goes up, Well, now what you're seeing over here is, what you're seeing basically past that little creek is mine, what's left of me. This stuff's going to grow back here in 5 to 7 years, and pretty soon it won't be too bad at all. I mean, it'll be different, but it won't be bad. I mean, it'll still be a very livable, pleasant place to be in. The maples this year are going wild in terms of color. And since we've had basically 3 nights below 32 here, the colors are really starting to get much more intense here. For those trees that still have their leaves on, because we've had a fair amount of wind here recently. the place is still pretty much invisible from the road, even even now, even still, even after all this cutting, Yeah. Here we are down right on the edge of Alum Creek, looking south as it flows past Liz's property on the right and then the sewage lift station on the left. We used to come down here a lot with the first set of dogs we had. We'd play in the creek. They'd play in the creek, and we have campfires and cook food down here. It was great fun. That was in the early 1980s, 84, 85, 86, 87. Very nice. Not much current today, and there hasn't been here the last couple of weeks. There's the gas marker where the line goes into the creek. Let's see where it goes. There's another marker over there on the other side. The timeless beauty of an autumnal creek being overlooked by a porta-john. Here, from the sublime to the ridiculous but necessary. Begone, foul beast. Now, this part that you're looking at now is often about 3 feet underwater in the spring. And then you can see over here the top part of the bank proper there. Just about the center. If you just take about the center of this shot, on the diagonal of that limb, and project it over, that's about the actual top part of the actual bank. So we're actually in the creek bed right now, or part of it sometimes. Let's file this one under kind of an unforced error for you baseball fans, of which I am not one, by the way. What a boring game. Well, I just came out of the blue. I was putting this video together, and I discovered that the really one intriguing shot that about a matter that's been puzzling me, basically all week, last week, was, I said to Paul, I said that, the water's not damming up. They had to have put some sort of field tile in there somewhere. And he basically agreed with me. It's got, it's not damming up, therefore it's got to have it. Now, admittedly, water has a very powerful self-boring force. But it takes a little time to do it. No, they laid a flexible field tile, flexible plastic field tile from, where the ditch started at my, the east side of my driveway, which has now since been filled in, pretty much completely. They laid that down to where they made that right angle turn for that little ditch drainage stream. By the way, the Latin word for ditch stream is Kersey, or Karsai. And there's a town in Suffolk, England called Kersey, and they've got what they call a water splash. And it's basically where you drive your car through, the road goes down, there's no bridge, you go through this little ditch stream, if you will, hence Kersey, and then up the hill on the other side. Fun facts to know. We're in Domesday Book. Well, that town is, that area is. The lands around it are. I've been to their church 4 times. Well, now I'm going to get, I really didn't want to get too becalmed here, so suffice to say, that problem is solved, and I did, as far as I was concerned, I did video it. But I may have done the old double tap on that screen bullshit on the back of the camera. Here's camera makers. I know I'm going to sound old-fashioned, and he's out of it. It's nice to have a button that actually says movie. You press it, you sort of feel something happen, you see something happen, rather than this little square that you sort of touch on the screen in the back. All right, now we'll finish this thing up. Look at where the robins have been crapping all over the deck here. There were a bunch of them out here this morning, and I just didn't bring myself to go out and deal with them because I wanted to go to church on time. Otherwise, that display would be perhaps a bit bigger. Well, let's see. About 2:30, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, may start our Sunday Skype session with Tony Pincham over in Nottinghamshire, UK. And I want to get this video up here. I've got to do this little project for my lawyer. Go back through videos and take screenshots of things that show, the place without a lot of other things going on. That's going to take me that's probably going to take me a couple of days. I'm not going to be able to get this done here I'm not going to be able to get it done by Monday morning. I'm thinking Wednesday morning might be the time to shoot for on that. So, I think I'm going to say bye-bye YouTubers on this very fine, cool day. It was 28 this morning, as I mentioned, I think. Yeah, it's still only 46. That's going to be about the high today, I think. Okay, bye-bye YouTubers.